Okay guys, so now I want us to talk about consistency. So this is a video, this is one of the videos that I know is also key. So there are some few, if you're keen on the course, you'll realize there are videos that have some very, like, they are supposed to like hit the bulb, wake up a bulb in the brain. But what I'm trying to talk about is called consistency. So consistency in the trading is you need to execute your trades in a consecutive pattern. So what I'm trying to say is this: if I'm trading, we are trading based on the trend. So when I'm talking about probability losses, we are not talking overall system, we are talking per pair. So if you enter a trade on GBP USD and you have lost, you are supposed to follow up the next trade. Once you are, like, if you're using, let me say an example, martingale, the next, like, you started with $1, you lost, the next $10 should be executed on us on the like setup, let me say the setup, the next breakout that will happen on GBP USD. Don't go and search for another one in USD JPY, or USD CHF, or maybe another pair, or GBP JPY. They must have to follow up. So you are going to trade every, like, setup that forms, or every breakout that forms, until you win. Do you understand me? So that's the thing, you need to have a composed and a clear, like, framework of what you are going to do. So I need you to also have like a book on the pairs where you write the start of the day and the pairs that you are interested to trade. So you can enter maybe 10 trades, each one on maybe on different pairs. Maybe you have 5 pairs you are trading. Enter a trade on each 5 pairs, okay? Write it down. Did it win? No, it didn't. Did it lose? Didn't win, it didn't. Okay, let me go start. Oh, did it win? Yes. Okay, that is done. Maybe you want to wait for another setup. Maybe on that pair you usually trade like 2 setups, okay? If you lost, you are going to wait for another breakout in that pair. So this is why I'm telling you, you need, like, to follow, like, that's what I'm talking about when I'm saying, like, consecutive losses, okay? You are going to trade that pair until you win. When you win, now you come back to the initial. Maybe you have had three consecutive losses. Once you win on the 4th one, start back now at 1. So that is something I need. So if you have lost on this one, you have lost on another pair, that pair also needs a series, or you need to follow up on it. Maybe this one went 3 losses, maybe this one just went 2 losses, okay? So that's something I need to tell you. Another thing, once you lose, like, you lose, I'm going to tell you on the aspect of the breakout, but if you lose a pair, like a trade, once you win and recover the money you have lost and the profit you are to make, you are done with that pair for that day. That is something I need to tell you. Go now, focus on the pairs that you won. That is something that I can tell you, because you will find that pairs that give you a loss are at a higher chances of giving you another loss. So once you lose, me, if I traded GBP USD and I had 2 consecutive losses on that day, I'm done for that day on GBP USD. Now focus on USD JPY. Maybe this is just an example that I have won, like, the first trade, so I'll enter the second trade. So also another thing you need to remember, you need to limit the amount of trades you take in a day. So in a day, for me, the maximum on a pair that has lost is I recover my money. On a pair that I've won, I usually I max it to 2 setups. But if it's on an M30, because the setups will be more. But if it's on the H1, I limit it to 1. So depending on how you are trading, I'm talking about, this might not apply like to everyone, but depending on your trades and how frequent, like, they appear, the condition for your trade. So I told you we have one condition for us, breakouts. This is what I've used in this example. You can be creative and find something that you see happening every day and you're comfortable with it, and it's on the H1 and the M30, and it's something you can explain to a kid. It's something you can show a kid and can see. Next time you can tell him, okay, I trade this one, if it breaks something like this, I enter here, can you show me what happened tomorrow? That's something. I'm not talking about going to search for now technical jargon there, I don't know what and what and what happened. So that it should be simple, you should be able to explain it to a kid. And okay, so what was I talking about? But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I win, I limit on my I trade breakouts on the M30. I limit to 2 maximum trades. Okay, I trade on the M30 risk. So my camera like shut down, the battery, the power in it ended. So I was talking about consistency. So I limit my trades to a certain number in a day. So since you are trading the higher time frame, it's better to trade many pairs but a single setup per day, not a single setup but a single condition for entry every day. Then when you lose, we use the systems that we have talked about in the risk part. You try to find other patterns until you recover your initial stake and the profit you have to make on your initial trade, then you can proceed. So when I lose, I told you, once I lose, that's what I do. But if I win on M30, since the setups will be more compared to H1, I enter like a maximum of 2. Okay, every pair 2, but not all pairs, just a few number of pairs, so that I can be able to achieve. Why the thing is, I enter like that to maximize like my return, so that I can be able to double my money within a shorter period of time compared if I was just executing on one pair. Yeah, on just one pair, one setup. So that's what I do. You just have to play around. I told you it's about creativity once it comes here. So I think that's that for consistency. Yeah, as I've said, when you lose, depending on your strategy and you have back tested it, enter several times until you recover. Then when you recover, you went into the next day. So the next video I'm going to be talking about rebalancing, and I hope you are going to stay tuned. So that's all for the video.